On this episode of In Touch with Reality, we head over to Lakeland High School. And every time we walk into a school, it's bigger than basketball. It's bigger than a haircut. This is about reaching out, touching the next generation. We believe confidence starts from within, but sometimes it begins in the chair. So today we came to bless these young men with some confidence through the Clippers, encouragement through conversation, and vision for life beyond the game. This is more than a haircut. This is more than basketball. These are conversations that shift culture. Welcome to In Touch with Reality.
Touch with reality. It's bigger than a haircut. It's mindset. It's hard work. It's believing in yourself. Love your life, put the work in, watch it flourish. Plant the seed, stay down. You know it's worth it. On tour, yeah, we touching all the community. Trust your process, you become what you believe. Overcome your thoughts, that's a real fight. Work every day, build a real life. From the chair to the screen, we creating change. If you want a new life, you can't stay the same. Love your life, put the work in, watch it grow. Stay solid even when it's moving slow. Touch the city, yeah, we really in the streets. Trust your process, you become what you believe. In touch with reality. Conversations that shift culture. You must believe.
Money!
What's up?
What's going on, man?
I'm chilling.
Bruh, Coach Hen, we made a deal now, right? He gonna pay me. You got to go through with this, bro. You got to go and get this ball head, bro. What's happening? So you gonna get the ball head? Come on, man. I ain't gonna even give you a chance to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead. Now, what we doing today, man? What kind of cut you want?
Temp fade.
Temp fade?
Yeah. 10%.
So you want it high?
Yeah, high.
I'm saying you want your C cups or no C cups?
No secret.
No C cup? No C cup? I got you. Man, I've been hearing your name. Whew. So I'm from Lakeland, Florida, just like yourself, right? Born and raised here in Lakeland, Florida. Man, I've been hearing your name forever. You actually are the first freshman that we interviewed, right? So keep up the great work.
Yes, sir.
Keep going, keep pushing, keep setting that standard that much higher. But picking the ball up at 3 years old, man, so like do you actually remember being that young?
I ain't gonna lie, nah.
So when do you actually remember like you being able to remember I picked the ball up, I picked the football up when I started to throw the ball or shoot the ball? Like how old were you at that point? Do you remember?
Actually, 3 years old, who just like putting the ball in the little hoop outside with my siblings. Just trying to shoot. I already knew I wanted to play basketball, football though. I will.
So do you have another sibling that plays sports?
All my siblings really played sports.
All of them?
Yeah.
All your brothers and sisters did?
Yeah.
For real? So which one of your siblings, that's great. Which one of your siblings has been the most pivotal for you to decide that you're gonna play basketball or football? Is it one specific or is it multiple or all of them played
We
multiple
played
sports?
different, multiple sports. But my brother really want to play football. He still want to play football and leave basketball alone, but
What's his name?
Malcolm. But, you know, right now, I want to go to college for both sports. I've been seeing other people go to college for both sports. So I think I can do it too.
You definitely have the skills to thrive at both sports. And man, my mind just keep going back to being at Simpson Park, coming in the gym multiple times. Like every time I come in the gym, guess who I see? This guy, right? Whether he playing 3-on-3, whether he playing 1-on-1, whether money talking junk to somebody across the gym. You ain't better than me. You don't want to see me, bro. So like What has caused you to want to work that much harder at your game on a daily basis? Like, has that stemmed from you being the baby of the family, and you just like, man, I'm gonna be better than all of them because I'm the baby too, right? Yeah. So for me, it's more like it's not that it's a. I want my sister. I got my sister 6 years older than me, right? That's my only other sibling. It's not that I want to be, my sister to. It's not that I'm better than my sister, but it's like I want to do better than her, like in a healthy way. You know what I'm saying? So for you having 6 other siblings, right? Yeah. Does that push you to go that much harder, to be in the gym every day, to be on the field working? Like, what is that for you?
Being harder, like, cause like I want to be better than my brother. I want to make it. So like the long run.
What is one thing off your chest right now that you would like to say to that kid that's watching you, that's gonna help him go to that next level, and he's younger than you? What is one thing that's on your heart right now?
Play hard, be coachable. So stay in the gym every day. Just work harder than everybody.
So having a 3.3 GPA, right?
Yes, sir.
Great B average, keep up the great work. How do you manage, or balance, should I say, playing football at a high level, receiver, Lakeland High School, playing 1 through 4 here at Lakeland? How do you manage that and keep a good GPA? Like, how do you balance that? What is that for you?
It's a lot. You just gotta keep working on it hard, you know what I'm saying? I do both sports, but when I go home and stuff, I do my homework, do school important. So I'm here at school 7 to 2. Sometimes I stay after school to do some more work. And I go to practice. When football season is here, I go to football, then I come to basketball. Be in the weight room second period. Just, you know what I'm saying? Getting to work,
Putting in that work. That's what it's about.
Yes, sir.
Having that mindset, putting in that work. Did y'all hear him say do his homework now? He does his homework. He does his homework, right? So aside from sports, we must understand that school is beyond, that's the over sports, right? So we're saying we want to make it to the next level, but are you actually doing your work, right? Are you actually doing, today, before I interviewed Wendy, he had to come to practice late because he was doing.
I was in the classroom doing my homework.
You got to put the work in. You can't say that I want to make it to the next level and you're not willing to go that extra mile to ask for help, right? And if you're coming up short of something, be okay with raising your hand I don't understand how you're teaching this stuff. You know what I'm saying? You had to pick a school right now, today, college. What college would it be and why?
University of Kansas.
University of Kansas. Nice. Why?
Good academics, good basketball. I think the community, the environment over there in Kansas, I think I love it over there.
So you've been out there? You've been in Kansas?
I've been out there.
Kansas is nice. Do you have a daily regimen? Do you do anything on a daily basis?
We got get up in the morning, brush my teeth, wash my face, get ready for school. You know what I'm saying? Go eat. We got workouts we did this morning. I come to work out 5 a.m. Get here, get to work in before school. Then I'm in school 7 to 2. Then we right back in here on the gym. But if it's football season, I'll be at football, then I'll come to basketball, because we have basketball after football. And then I'll go home, do my homework, eat, same thing again.
So having that great stuff, having that daily regimen is something that will help you when you go to the next level. When Money go to college, it'll have him in a position where he's not feeling like he's out of place. He's uncomfortable because he has a daily regimen. So even if that is you putting up X amount of shots, I'm sure you got how many shots you try to put up a day regularly in basketball season? How many you trying to put up?
500.
500 a day, right? So having that's gonna take you about what? How long that session usually is? 500, 2 hours?
Yeah, about 2 hours.
What is one thing a coach or teammate has said to you that has caused you to push your game to the next level?
To control what you can control.
Who told you that?
My AAU coach.
How does that resonate with you? To when you're saying control what you can control, how do you receive that and how do you put that back out?
Cause I can't control like what everything like on the court. So like I gotta trust my teammates, do stuff. Like I can't always get upset at stuff. You feel me?
So with you not being able to control everything, does that make you feel away sometime as a star athlete? Because you know, like in these tough games, similar to I just watched you guys play against Charlotte there at the Mosaic tournament, right? Yeah. And you guys played against Charlotte, and it was a tough game, right? So what is the mindset? Let me pivot from that. What is the mindset in that moment when you down? What y'all down like 3?
In that moment, it was,
No. Y'all was tied up. Y'all was tied up when you hit that shot.
oh yeah,
right?
we was tied up when I hit that shot.
What is the mindset in that moment coming up the court, right? Ball in your hand. What is your mindset in that moment to take that shot, to take that 3-pointer? Why didn't you drive? Why didn't you pull up, like go in the paint and
When I had got the ball off the dribble handoff, and the screen had came, I looked up, only saw like 3 seconds on the shot clock.
paying attention?
So I'm thinking I gotta hurry up and do something. And I saw they was playing crazy help, so I couldn't go to the hole. So I just 1-2, got to the midi, hit it, and then we got in 2-2-1. They tried to do the oversteal. I wasn't going for that. I play football, man. Sit down, got the steal, and then fouled, hit one out of 2 free throws. Then me and Tyson, my other homeboy, y'all gonna see, we had got the steal together to seal the game. That really set it off. But we was really down that whole game, like fighting back to get in the game.
So just having that mindset of not giving up, overcoming adversity, like, man, that's one of those things that I just talked to you guys about as athletes that helps out so much in life, because things just don't always go smooth. They don't, right? So practicing as hard as we practice as athletes, and then going into using that same mindset into life, using that adversity is like you have to go that extra mile to stay focused on your mindset, right? Who is the team in the city that you know you gotta come with it every time you play them? Who is that team?
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Bartow.
Bato. Well, how you feel with that fresh cut? Boy, you looking like yourself, boy.
Still him, you feel me?
Okay.
Okay, what do you feel like you could do better with your game to take it to the next level?
Get in the gym more, put in that work, and get better.
What was the motivation as an athlete to transition from Bartow to Lakeland?
So I can get more time, get more minutes on the court, and play hard and show what I got.
The rest of the season coming to a close, and district tourney and the state tournament coming up. What is your goals for yourself and for your team this year, man?
For win, for the team, for me, to get some looks in the state game so I can get to that next level.
Thank you, Corey. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, my man? How you doing? You doing all right?
Yes, sir. How about you?
I'm good, man. What's your name again?
Tyson.
Tyson, man. It was nice to meet you, man.
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you.
Call me Drizzy Dre the Barber, man.
Yes, sir. I heard you nice with the Clippers.
Yeah, man. I'm a little, I've been doing it for quite some time now, man. I've been doing this since I was 14, man. It's been a blessing. Outside of playing basketball professionally, if that's something that you want to do, what is another profession that you would like to get into outside of sports?
Outside of sports,
Yes, sir.
to be honest, if I didn't play as an athlete, I would love to be a coach. You know, I love the game. I've been around it for a long time. So if I could, I'll try to stay around it as much as I could.
Why coaching?
Why coaching? Like I say, you know, my love for the game, even though if I don't make it to the next level, I feel like I should pour my all into somebody, therefore they make their success.
I would say keep going, keep pursuing what it is that you want to do. Don't let nothing stop you and get in the way of that. Because, you know, life will throw you curveballs, man. Yeah. But don't let nobody tell you that you can't do something when you know you can. Do you have any siblings?
I got 5 siblings, yes sir. 3 older sisters, 2 older, 1 older brother, 1 little brother.
Gotcha. So do any of your other siblings play any sports?
My little brother, he a dual sport athlete, football and basketball here at Lakeland High.
So who better, you or your brother?
Most definitely me. You know, he got the football part or whatever. You know, like I said, I gave it up. But you know, basketball, that's me.
I got you. Josh is just a teaser, man. I had to throw that one in there, man. That competitiveness against brothers is always hilarious.
Always.
Always hilarious. Like, how does that like transition from having 5 siblings to having, 11 guys playing on the team?
It's, a lot of communication going on at once, Like I said, I'm used to it. I've been a point guard for many years, a lot of family. So I'm used to talking a lot. Just using my words on the floor, makes things a lot easier for me.
So what is the hardest decision that you've had to make at home? And then what is the hardest decision that you've ever had to make in a game?
In a game, I'll say holding my teammates accountable, Most of my guys know me as an outgoing, friendly, funny guy, but when we step on that court, it's really nothing to laugh about. All that playing, all that go out the window. We got to lock in for them 32 minutes, like I said. We got to go. We trying to win state. We can't be out here messing around.
What would you say is the hardest part at home? Like, what is some of the hardest things that you've had to accomplish at home while still trying to balance sports and basketball?
Like I said, we do got a lot of kids in the house, so I'm always, running around trying to make sure the house looking clean for my mama, for my dad. I know they go through a lot of stuff at work, so I'm just trying to help them out around the house a lot.
What is something that you've taken away from one of your coaches or from one of your players that really stuck with you, to this day it still stick with you, no matter what, that's gonna stick?
I'll say it was Coach, Coach Han. He told me once, you don't gotta be perfect to impact the game, just be consistent. You ain't gotta go out there and make the most flashy plays every time. Just go out there, do what's needed, and be reliable when your team needs you.
What would you tell the next generation coming up under you? What is something that you would tell them that would set them up for success as far as being a sports player?
Really just to outwork everyone, especially when nobody's watching. Play defense, talk, dive for loose balls, and be coachable. Coach love them types of things.
Who would you say is the hardest team to face in Polk County right now?
Man, I really don't want to say it, but it's Bartow. We definitely went 0-2 against them, but we beat ourselves both of them games. I feel like we had a shot to win, But we got to give it to them for right now. We'll be back.
Okay. What would you say y'all would have to do a little bit different to overcome those losses that y'all took, and what took place in those losses that y'all took that you think that you could have played better, or do you think the whole team as a unit could have just played better?
Like I said, just being coachable and giving more effort. We got into the game trying to do our own thing. You know how that get, everybody trying to go one-on-one, get our own buckets, But basketball is a team sport. You use all 5. We're going to make the game easier and get the win every time.
Life is a life lesson sometimes, and I feel like sports is the best way to for me, I look at my sports life, when I play football, basketball, whatever the case may be, I look at it the way how sports is structured, and I apply it to my regular life. So, man, I really do appreciate this conversation that we having. I'm going to finish you up. I'm probably going to ask you a few more questions while I'm finishing you up. Just going to kick it talking. And I plan to be here to catch some of these games for district so I can see y'all in full action.
Yes,
I done told all the schools that I'm coming to see them, and then my schedule just been busy to where I can't come see y'all.
One of the biggest areas of growth I'm pushing for is maturity. I have a young group, so we got to learn to be more mature. They love to laugh and giggle and play a lot. But we trying to weed that out and just learn the game more. Learn the game as a unit. I feel we're going to build from the bottom up. I'm just learning them as well, put them in situations to be successful. You can't press if you don't have a team that's going to press. You can't play man if you got a team that's a zone team. So I had to learn them, and make those adjustments to what we going to do to be the best team we are, to be the most successful. And that's what we have done so far. You have to know what kind of team you have. You got to have a man team, a zone team. You got to find out which one they do well, and then you adjust to the different types of defenses and offenses that you use to make a team more successful. The most strategy I used was just pressing more. We're a pressing team. We're young. We're fast. We're athletic. So you got to use that to your best ability. No reason to sit in the zone when you got a team that's going to, get up and down the way we do. So we don't worry about what nobody say outside of this locker room. Those only people contain is us, because we got to go out there and do it together. Nobody out there can win it for us. So the chatter on Poke Hoops, the chatter on the websites, the chatter from the parents, other coaches, we just block all that out and we just be successful with us, just doing it our way.
It's about confidence, mentorship, and community. To the players, the coaches, the teachers, and the families, thank you for allowing us to come into your school and be a part of your program. This is bigger than basketball. This is bigger than the haircuts. This is In Touch with Reality. Conversations that shift culture. On the next episode of In Touch with Reality, we head over to Tenorock High School, where we meet another group of hungry players, a dedicated coaching staff, and a program built on discipline and hard work. We'll sit down with two of their premier players and their head coach to talk leadership, adversity, and what it really takes to win in basketball and in life. We'll see you at the next school. This is In Touch with Reality.
Love your life, put the work in, watch it flourish. Plant the seeds, stay down, you know it's worth it. On tour, yeah, we touching all the communities. Trust your process, you become what you believe. Overcome your thoughts, that's the real fight. Work every day, build a real life. From the chair to the screen, we creating change. If you want a new life, you can't stay the same. Love your life, put the work in, watch it grow. Stay solid even when it's moving slow. Touch the city, yeah, we really in the streets. Trust your process, you become what you believe. In touch with reality. Conversations that shift culture. You must believe.